So how you rate this budget out of 10, and is the budget in the right direction of $5 trillion economy? What's your view on that?
I'll come to the rating at the end. I think directionally it is certainly a budget, in my opinion, that is attempting to facilitate growth. However, in my view, it's an incremental budget trying to augment initiatives that have been raised in the past and will continue to move in the direction that has been set. As to whether it is enough to achieve that target, that's a mixed bag. We will wait for the fine print to get a better understanding of how much it incentivizes economic growth. As far as examples are concerned, there are some examples which I think are positive. One, the attempt to focus on Startup India, in my view, is positive. The attempt to look at land as a area that has been traditionally difficult, take advantage of available land with the government and or its associated avatars, and find a way of making use of it through a perhaps tenancy or through public-private participation, is a move in the right direction. The details will tell us how progressive it will be, but directionally I would support that. A third example is obviously the continued focus on different segments of infrastructure, both in terms of roads, rails, transport, air. All I think are probably a plus. And lastly, in the automobile sector, the announced intent to move towards electric cars, I think there is a strong attempt to make it worthwhile to look at lowering the total cost of ownership of electric cars, coupled with subsequent mechanisms that I hope will come out to facilitate the use of electric cars, such as either charging stations or batteries, not announced in the budget so far, but will all contribute to increasing the share of the electric cars in the Indian sector. A few minuses. In the service sector, while pluses have come to some of the finance enterprises, I don't see much by way of benefit to exporters and even internal players in the information technology. In fact, as a result of that situation, that sector will, I think, in the short term, from a market price point of view, get impacted negatively. But in general, my view is it is an attempt to move directionally in an incremental fashion in the right attempt to get towards the expected growth that we are targeting for. In terms of my assessment of the rating, I would rate it in the neighborhood of 5.5 to 6.
Thank you so much, sir.